Let's talk marketing because I'm willing to bet that you suck at marketing. Now, I say that with love, and I say that with my own recognition that I sucked at marketing for a long time. In fact, I didn't even really understand. I didn't know anything about marketing. See, I actually started two businesses without understanding or knowing much about marketing. What I thought I would do was I'll just hire the people that understand marketing and they'll help me grow a business. What I learned is I was hiring people who essentially just took my money and didn't know much about marketing. And a lot of people that understand the tools that are out there, which is fantastic. There's a lot of tools, but didn't understand marketing. So what I ended up doing was losing a bunch of money, not getting the awareness that I needed, any type of engagement, let alone conversions from any type of marketing that I did. Now, I'm not saying that that is everyone. I know some incredible marketers that have incredible agencies that do amazing work. And they're oftentimes few and far between. So, but those of you that are out there doing marketing and have agencies and different specialties, and look, I love on you on. I'm so grateful that you guys are out there supporting really good business owners and entrepreneurs that want to grow their business. But it's important that if you are at the helm, and it doesn't matter if you are a solo shop or you have 10, 20, 50, 100 plus employees, you got to understand the marketing game. And there's a lot of layers to it. I'm going to keep it really functional. What I have found to have been a big success for me. Now, for me, I swung on the pendulum. One, not knowing anything about marketing, then knowing a ton about marketing. There was so much to do and so much to engage in that it was overwhelming. Number one. Number two, became really good at understanding the tools and strategy behind it. And that wasn't really effective for me because I was lacking one key element to that. And that was how to communicate a message that people can resonate with. And I really think that with all the amazing tools that are out there, the platforms that are out there, the incredible different strategy that can be used, one thing that is really missing from marketing is the resonance. See, I have a story. I have a different energy and a frequency that I give off. And that frequency is looking to match with another frequency and for them to come together and create something of value. And the thing about it is, if I'm giving off a frequency that isn't connecting with the frequency from my ideal avatars, the customers and prospects that I'm looking for, there's going to be a mismatch and there's going to be a disconnection. And sure, I may have a great business, have a great product or service, maybe a great person. However, I'm not creating a type of resonance, a frequency that's matching another object, another body, another individual, so that they resonate with my messaging. And the biggest challenge behind it is your unwillingness to be vulnerable, your unwillingness to tell the truth. See, that's what people connect with, is your true, authentic story. We give them this fluff, we give them this high level view of our product, our service, and even our story as founders, and we think we got to be put together. We think we got to be perfect. And having been a former athlete, I resonate with this so well because I used to think that I had, in order to get on the field of play, I had to be just perfect. I had to be so good, not recognizing that it's an opportunity to develop and to grow. Being in the game and learning and growing. And the same thing in business. You just got to get yourself out there and put it out there, not perfect, and authentically yourself, because that's how you put out that frequency. You're going to attract other frequencies with people that resonate with you, with your story, with your history, your challenges, your fears, your mistakes, your failures. There are other people that have gone through the exact same thing you have, and maybe you're a step or two ahead of them. And so they're looking at you going, I want to be with that person. I want to buy that product because that makes sense to me where I'm at today. You meet them where they're at. And so, the strategies oftentimes are, talk to the pain and, to get to the real problems that they have and communicate what the end solution would look like. Yet, if you're not being authentic about what the problem is, as it relates to you, then it's not going to resonate. You're not going to get the clicks. You're not going to get the individuals to engage with you, let alone convert into customers. For example, if you are marketing a product or service, and let's say it is something that allows parents to better free up their time so that they can better connect with their children. We've got these box meals. You don't have to cook. It shows up already prepared. You just got to warm it up. What is it? What are they promoting? And what's the problem they're trying to solve? Well, busy parents who are working all day, having to come home and cook, and they actually want to spend more time with their children. So it's these packaged meals, prepared meals that can show up at your doorstep. That helps you save time and connect with your kids. If you own a business like that and you aren't connecting with your children, you're not spending time with your family, then you had better believe that there's a disconnect there. You may be promoting a fantastic solution to a problem, but if you haven't embodied that yourself, you better believe that the frequency that you give off isn't going to land with your employees, isn't going to land with your children, with your customers. There's going to be a disconnect there. However, on the flip side, if you step up and say, look, I'm a busy business owner, I have children, and I created this boxed meal because I want to spend more time with my children. And now I've done it. I have freed up this time. So when I come home from the office from making these amazing meals that show up on your doorstep, I go spend time with my children. You live it, you embody it, you talk to the problem, you become a real human being. What do you mean? The owner of the company was struggling with spending time with her or his children? They resonate with that. They want to connect. Oh, now that's a story I can relate to. I want to do business with that person versus the other one that's sending you coupons in the mail and just saying, hey, buy this because it's cheaper. Or we've got better fresh vegetables than the next box meals that shows up at your doorstep. So it's twofold. Number one, you have to be embodying it yourself. You have to be doing it, living it. You can't just be talking it. You have to be living it. And number two, you got to be willing to communicate that you too failed, that you too went through similar struggles as your prospect. And I tell you, this was it kind of, as I say it kind of rolls off the tongue rather easy, but you'd be amazed when you put a camera on, you line up a microphone and you tell someone to tell the reality, to be vulnerable. It's difficult. Despite the amazing benefits marketing wise, how it can drive, they create resonance that people can better connect with you. The right people I'm talking, the right people that will not only buy your product, will continue to buy your product or service because they relate to you. You have that, they resonate with your story. So when you do that, the right people come on board, the right employees come on board because they know your story, they know your cause, you've communicated open and vulnerably. With all that being said, it's better for your people, it's better for your customers. You have a hard time communicating that because you haven't done the work yourself. And you're just out here to make some money, which is great, that's part of the process. Yet you could be doing so much more. You could be, without much more effort on your part, simply just being vulnerable, telling the truth. The challenge is you haven't told the truth to yourself. You haven't owned it. And so thus, you're afraid to share it with your employees. You're afraid to share your fears and your struggles with them, with your prospects, with your customers, for fear of looking weak, not put together, not being the incredible business owner that your facade that you are pretending to be. I get it. That's what you think is what's going to drive you more business, but it's not. If you could open up and share that, hey, you know what? I'm a business owner and I have a partner at home and I have children at home and I struggle with trying to connect with them because I'm so busy at work, and now I found a way that can help relieve that. Now you create resonance. Like for me with my company, everything I do is look, I for so long started my businesses with, I'm gonna go make a bunch of money and then I'll figure out my relationship. And if I make money, that'll make my relationship happy. If I make some money, then I'll have the freedom to go spend some time with my children and coach their sports and be at their games. And And the challenge was I was so focused on this one area and wasn't being successful in it at all. And the less successful I was in business, the more I felt I had to create this facade, this story that I was so put together, and I knew what I was doing, and I was making a bunch of money, and I was a super parent, I was a super partner in my romantic relationship, and it was all BS. My ego was needed to protect, thought it needed to protect myself, and I was just unaware of my ego. I was unaware of being in my own way. That's what it is. And that's where we can expand as high performers, people that really want to achieve. I know you're driven. I know you want to achieve. And we get stuck in this desire to look a certain way and have a certain amount of success and results. When in fact, if we just opened and got vulnerable, your relationship's going to improve with your romantic partner. Your relationship with your children, if you have them, is going to improve. Your messaging with your employees, with your customers, is going to improve if you can just own it. But you cannot tell the truth to others when you don't tell the truth to yourself. That's where it starts. You got to start to tell the truth. You got to lead yourself first before you can lead anybody else, family, employees, customers. You got to lead yourself first. And that's where so many of us fail. We're so focused on servicing others that we forget about, I got to own my own stuff. And so for me, the more vulnerable I got, the more I just communicate to the world, like, this is the shit I've been through and this is where I'm struggling. And the more people begin to comment and reach out and say, wow, that really hit home. And so my business is built on that, connecting with people like me who are high achieving, oftentimes, high performing entrepreneurs, business owners who want to have success in all areas, not just business. And actually, want to grow their business, but not at the sake of their relationship, not the sake of their children, not the sake of their own health, not the sake of their connection to a higher power. They want to have it all. They want to be successful in all areas without working 14, 16 hours a day, without not spending time with their family. Yes, you can still grow a business. Yes, you can still have health and wealth and love and connection and deep, intimate connection and sex with your partner. Like, you can have all those things, but you're not. And you may have one or two of those areas dialed in or in process, but you're struggling in some other areas. And so solution is not to put your head down and work harder and create some facade story about who you are as a business owner, what your product really is, when you are not living it. If you are ready to live it, I don't want to see you in a year from now still saying, I'm not paying myself enough, I'm not getting enough customers, my business is growing, but my relationship is failing. I don't want to see you there. So now is the time to act, to be part of the Be the Torch movement. There is a fire inside of you, but right now it's a candle. And the more vulnerable you get, the more you get to connect with truth, the more you begin to own it and communicate that in your marketing. Yes, in your marketing. The more that little candle becomes a blazing torch that has you standing in your power, that people look at and go, I want to be that. I want to have that. I want to experience that. You are an example of possibility to others. And you don't have to have a personal brand. Be a dentist or a doctor. You could have a different product or a service, a tax service or a supplement brand or whatever it may be. The more you open up and tell your story, the more people can relate. You create that resonance, a frequency going out that connects with another body, another object, puts out that frequency, and that brings that together in real time. They convert, they become a customer, and they stay with you for a very long time. If you're ready for that kind of action, that kind of marketing, that type of growth and connection in your business with your employees, and most importantly, so you can be your authentic self. That's what this all comes down to. Being authentically you, at home, at work, out on social media, in your networking, You can be exactly who you are, and people flock to you like moth to a flame. If that's what you're looking for, this movement to become the torch is for you. You can send me a DM. I'm at Cletus Coffey on all social channels. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because this is the content that you get. And the power five of personal culture, your psychology, your physiology, people, profits, and presence. Those 5 core elements is what you get. You come into this community. The training is on point and is rooted in accountability. And then the live and virtual events that connect you with the community, other like-minded, other individuals just like yourself who are going through the same things, that want the same success as you do. Be the torch, my friends. Comment below. What do you think? Is this an alignment? If you want to be your authentic self, just comment authentic in the comment. That lets me know there's people out there that want to be their authentic self. And obviously we can support you. That would be an honor. I'd be truly humbled if we can help you in doing that. Be authentic, my friends. Let's build a business that, that we love and we're passionate about, but let's make it part of our entire holistic makeup of ourselves. Let's build a life that your business can fit into.